Hello and welcome back to the channel and a new video. This video was suggested by one of my subscribers, and what we've done is we've offered a free food sample or a free food pack to, well, we offered it to up to 10. I think we had 8 takers, and we wanted to send them something different to what they currently use. So we've asked them to send a video back with some footage of them using the new food and their opinion on the price point, the feed response, and would they use it again. So the first one we're going to look at is Charlotte, and Charlotte has a mixed tank. So Charlotte keeps lots of various different animals. She does have a YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description below. But what we sent Charlotte was some mini catfish pellets, so the GB brand one that we import in from Holland, and I'll put that up and then we'll go on to the next person.
Hi guys, Charlotte here from Lottie's Nature. Today I'm showing you GB Shrimps Catfish Pellets. They are $2.99 for this tub online. They're just great little granules, as you can see there, and here they are going in the tank. These guys absolutely love them. Not just the catfish, but the tetra absolutely devour them too. My biggest catfish, I call her Big Mama, absolutely loves these things. She goes mental for them. She knows when it's food time, and she comes out now and she waits since I have added these to their diet. So that's really exciting for me, because normally she's quite reclusive when the lights are on. They like to come out when the lights go off. So to just seeing her come out and go nuts for these over some live food as well. She prefers these. I love it. These are going to be a staple in the tank going forward. And not just her, but all the Corys, even the tetra will pick these up off the floor. And tetra, I find, are quite fussy or only take what's falling. But they got the plecos. Everybody loves them. They are absolutely 5 stars from us. Thanks again.
The next person that we offered food to was a guy called Paul. So I know Paul in person. Paul's been here a few times to collect. He's one of my customers, and I know that Paul pretty much used Qual Drop products exclusively. So we sent Paul a different shrimp product, and what we sent Paul was the Shrimps Forever brand and the mulberry flavour. So let's have a look at Paul's response.
Food review. Shrimp Forever Mulberry. Having used it for several weeks in my tanks, I was impressed. I thought it was good value for money and will be adding it to my shrimps diet in future.
Our next participant was named Mitch. So Mitch is on one of our Facebook groups, and I've spoken to Mitch a few times over Messenger. So Mitch keeps a variety of shrimp, and he keeps various fish. I think he keeps plecos and otocinclus and stuff like that. So again, we sent Mitch a GB brand product, and we sent him 100 ml of the GB shrimp Algae Wafers to see how he got on with those. Let's have a look at what Mitch says.
Okay, so I've been sent a packet of the Algae Wafers by Glenn from GB Shrimp to look at and review. So this is the tank I'm going to try them in. It's my 35 litre Denali Scaper tank. As you can see, it's CO2. It's nature style aquarium, and in it we've got Caridina shrimp, we've got some pygmy corys, got some otocinclus, and we've also got a couple of species of Microspora. So firstly, I'm going to pop a wafer in and see what the initial response is. The shrimp were last fed 2-3 days ago with some spinach, so yeah, they should be fairly hungry. Let's give it a go. Okay, so I've just popped the wafer in and the shrimp are rushing towards it really quickly actually. It's probably one of the best feed responses I've seen from them. They seem to be really going for it. There's a little bit of the particles dispersing in the water column, as you can see up there. So hopefully that will bring more shrimp in, but yeah. And we've popped another bit just up here, out of the way. And again, yeah, they seem to like it, so happy days. Some random foot share for you. Really, really nice feed response on this. Do apologies if you can hear the dog in the background. Very temperamental. But yeah, never seen anything like this, Glenn. Really, really good product there. It looks like one of the pygmy cories is photobombing it as well. There's the other way for a little bit higher up with some of that fantastic boost you sent me as well. Didn't really think they'd be this responsive towards it, if I'm honest. Gave them 2 massive lumps of spinach the other day, and I think they finished it late last night. But definitely, yeah, they're certainly happy campers here, mate. Anyway, best of luck with it, buddy. See you later. So if we take a look at the packaging, really good packaging. Nice font style on the front. There's plenty of wafers in there. Price wise, $5.49. Really competitive actually. It's about right for the market price. I think for a similar product I spent over £6 for the last lot I bought, but nowhere near the feed in response. One thing that really sort of struck me when I opened the packet was actually the smell. And it smells like proper food actually. So yeah, and obviously the shrimp are going absolutely ape on it at the moment. Would I buy it again? Yeah, I probably would. Might be interesting to just try it a little bit later on in the evening when the ottos are more active. But yeah, overall, seems a really, really good product. Definitely give it a good solid 5 out of 5.
Next up we have Sam. So Sam's a shrimp keeper, and currently Sam's using a variety of foods, so fresh net or fresh spinach. He also uses Quadrop Vital, SMN G1 and Ebidama, which is my favourite food. But we sent Sam some Shrimps Forever spinach to try, so a 30-gram pot of Shrimps Forever spinach, and let's see what Sam thought of that product that he'd not used before.
Alright, we're back with another feed for the Shrimps Forever spinach food, which we've been testing for GB shrimp. So far they've really been enjoying it. I'd definitely get it again. It's one to add to the rotation. Currently feeding 2 different tabs in this tab. So these guys are right now on this food. S&M. Yeah, that one was good. That's what I feed as a regular feed. Let's get it in focus. They always drag this one off. It breaks into pieces. So I just enjoy that one. But they're absolutely going to town on Shrimps Forever spinach tab there. Absolutely destroying it. Over in this tank, that is the Shrimp Forever tab. So these guys on that, pretty chill, pretty relaxed. Terrible reflection, I apologise. That one's the S&M tab, so go for that. These guys always feed well, so shut with and we'll get eaten. Out of 5, I'd, probably rate it 5. 4, 4.5. Go 4.5. It's the only thing there could be I like the fancy packaging. When it comes in a nice little tin, that's just a handy little bonus. Look at these guys scrapping. So yeah, thanks GB Shrimp. It's been good testing food for you. I appreciate it, and hope all of this is helpful. Cheers, man. Bye.
Next up we had Pete. So I sent Pete a 30-gram pack of, sorry, it's a 25-gram pack. No, it is a 30-gram pack of Shrimp Nature plant. And let's have a look what Pete has to say. Just before we move on to that, Pete was so impressed with it that he's since put an order in for 2 different types of Shrimp Nature food. So let's have a look at what Pete says.
Hi guys, just a quick video, a little feeding video. This is the Shrimp Nature plant. I've literally just put a piece in each tank. Let's just have a scroll, see if they like it. I think most tanks do like it. It's a pretty good food, to be fair. In fact, it's that good I've ordered 2 different types. The spinach and the nettle as well. Pretty much every tank is straight on it. Currently feeding this twice a week, and they're still swarming it. So it's not too bad, to be fair. I'd recommend it. Every shrimp in every tank pretty much straight on it. Right, that's me done. Thank you.
Our next reviewer was Gavin, and we sent Gavin a 30-gram pack of 25 or 30-gram, I can't remember, of Shrimp Nature protein food. Let's have a look at what Gavin said.
Just a quick review of this Nature Shrimp protein supplied by GB Shrimp. Just put a new stick in the tank and they're on it straight away. The packaging on this food is absolutely fantastic, easy to open. The pellets themselves are easy to break into the size that you want. I think it retails for $7.99, which is fantastic value. I'd definitely buy some in the future.
And finally we had Keith. So Keith had one of the GB foods, which are made by Aquadip in the Netherlands, and we sent Keith a pack of colour granules. So it's a slow sinking granule, great for all fish that, mouths a little bit bigger than guppies. You can crumble them, they're okay to sort of crush and dust. Really good sort of breakdown on the materials on these and the ingredients used. But let's have a look what Keith had to say.
Hi guys, Keith from Aquatic Fanatics here. So Glenn from GB Shrimp sent me these colour granules to try out, and I've really enjoyed them. I found the likes of me Rio Nani and angelfish and me Go the River rainbow fish. When I've started feeding these, they've coloured up really young. And the Rio Nani have got like a really nice blue hue to them already, and the spots are starting to come out, which personally I think they're a bit young to be showing that sort of vivid colour. And obviously this is a colour enhancing granule. You can tell that by looking at the ingredients, and sort of like the protein and stuff's a bit lower than what you'd get in a growth pellet, but it contains it's called astaxanthin. I can never pronounce it right, but that's a colour enhancing ingredient that they use in a lot of fish foods. But I haven't seen one on the market that cheap, that's that good, so it's been really good seeing the colour coming out of my fish, and I definitely put it down to that. Another thing that Glenn asked me to review that, but I've also got these algae wafers that Glenn sent me. I was having a problem. I was buying other algae wafers, and every time after I fed them, my tank would be cloudy the next day. So Glenn recommended trying these, and I've been feeding them for a few months now, I think, on and off. I mix it up with rapashi, and I'll feed like green beans, courgette, stuff like that, and I find the water clarity is far better in my fish tanks with my placos on them wafers than on a lot of the others. And a third one is these. I know Glenn from sells it's the same food, he buys it from the same food specialist, it's just that this hasn't got his logo. He pays extra to have his logo put on the foods, but he orders them from the same food specialist that do this. So, but it's a tablet type form, and what you do is you take it out like that, and you can either drop it in your tank, or you can hold it and press it against the glass. And for the likes of rainbow fish, stuff like that, I find the mid-water feeders, so when it food's at the top, a lot of my rainbow fish won't touch it at the top, and they won't touch it at the bottom really. Like, they show a preference for when it's floating in the water column. So to be able to stick these on a tab on the glass, the rainbows will pick away at it. But they come in these brown ones, and then there's a green pellet that I want to try that. It's not a pellet, it's a tablet. So for me, I've had this thing in the last few years where, like, they come in different sizes, and I like the fact that you can get a small size. So I'd like to buy, like, for me, I'd buy a lot of the small pellets, and I'd order like quite a few in one. I'd feed them in tandem with each other, like a colour, a growth, like you get like a high tip protein granule or flake or pellet, and then these tabs as well, and then the algae wafers, I'll feed them to my plecos. I'd rather buy that than a big packet that takes months to get through your fish food. I'd rather have a mix of smaller ones, or you could put it in a bottle or something and just feed the mixed type food. Yes, so there you go. Take care, guys.
So what have we learned from this experiment? I think the first thing we've learned is that by nature, people tend to stick to what they know and what they like and feed the same thing, whereas we've learned from this that variety and trying different things works. Yes, I don't expect people to go out and buy loads of different foods, but it's a possibility that when you're looking at other foods, just because it might not be the brand that you want doesn't mean that it's not a good food. I've learnt that hopefully a few more people will try some of my own branded stuff like this. Although it's an Aquadip product, it's just got my label on it, but it's bought from Aquadip. So we've learnt that. And the other thing that we've learnt is feeding a variety to your animals rather than the same fish like day in, day out, day in, day out, or the same shrimp food day in, day out. Rotating a variety of various different foods is massively beneficial to your fish and your shrimp. As Keith said, feed a colour pellet one day, feed a protein pellet the next day for growth and stuff like that. This rotation of foods really helps your animals, and if you were eating the same food day in, day out, you'd feel no difference. So hope you've enjoyed this one. If you've stuck with us to the end, it is a long one. You know now what time it is. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, give it a like. It helps us to get this in front of more people. And if you're not already a subscriber, why not? We do stuff like this all the time, and hopefully you'll subscribe to us. You'll hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything, and you can see where we sort of go from here as our channel grows. Thanks everybody for watching. As always, take care. Have a good week, weekend, evening, day, wherever you are in the world. Goodbye.